in mocking up and test fitting various parts of the new engine mountings, I have had to climb in and out of the back of the Esprit a ridiculous number of times. I have an old shipping crate, which is my usual go-to in the workshop for reaching up for things, and it's possible to get a leg in either side of the back of the transmission and down either side of the bell housing. Somewhat awkward, but we have a new set of engine mounts. I have them down here on the floor. So on the outside are the previous owner, who originally did the V6 conversion, and mine are here, and they are a little bit more elegant and quite a bit lighter, and I thought it'd be an interesting comparison to throw them on my workshop scales and see just how much of a difference that is. So let the scales zero out, and we'll put on the old ones. Didn't do that fast enough, but that's not a problem. What I'll do is I will zero the scale out, put the new mounts on, and that's the weight difference. 2 kilograms, so 4.4 pounds. That's quite a difference. Now these have got much more depth to the vertical rib, which takes the main weight. So they're probably considerably stiffer than these, which you can see how far down from the upper mounting bolt the loads went in. So I'm pretty pleased with these. They'll get another pass through the blast cabinet. They got one halfway through fabrication, and get some paint on them and can go in. Oh, and where is it? We can go back and grab a genuine Lotus mounting. And you can see that what I've made is much more in keeping with the original Lotus cast mount. So I'm just getting set up to shorten these intake tubes to get the whole intake system down below the underside of the engine cover. So the setup I've got a strap at the back which has been set up parallel to the rear edge of the table, so that the tube is running parallel to it to get the ends square. And I've got another block here which is getting this position set so that I'll be able to get them all to a consistent length. So I'll be able to touch off against this end here, zero the DRO. I'm then going to take these over to the bandsaw to do most of the shortening, and then just mill them to get them to the an accurate length and the end nice and square. So I've just shortened the first of the intake pipes, and as you can see, there is clearance, but not much. Plenty for the job that needs to be done between the cam cover and the tube, and I'll check it on the other bank, but that looks to be just the right amount, so I'll go ahead and shorten all the others. So with all 6 intake tubes shortened, I've put the engine surround in place and the top cover, and we do have clearance. Not a lot, but we have clearance. you know, as original, we have these 3 raised area, the centre one obviously having been cut out for the individual throttle bodies and vertically mounted Venturis. But I think if I, when I repair this cover, if I raise it all to the height of the individual sections, then we've got adequate clearance. It may sit slightly higher at the back when the rear half is in, but actually it's sitting level with the bodywork, which is really how it should do. I could probably squeeze a few millimetres out of it, just on the way the I don't think there's a foam strip between the engine surround and the bodywork. The seal strip's missing, so that would give me another few millimetres, which would possibly be enough. But anyway, a little bit more progress. Let me pull the cover back off again. So we've got a few things to take care of. One of the issues that I may run into is the oil filler. Depending on exactly how the twin plenum and throttle body arrangement ends up, there may be an issue with filling here, and I'll have to do a modified filler. I've got to sort the cam cover breathers. These had in fact been installed side for side to get them pointing downwards, but then that they've got an internal moulding that's designed to collect the oil mist and let it drain down into the cam cover rather than progressing further up the breather system. These did just have little filter pods on them rather than a proper breather system, so that's something I've got to look at, doing a catch can and an oil return to an oil separator, and there's a port on the side of the engine near the front, can't quite see it from here, that allows oil collected in the breather system to return to the sump. That'll probably be the next thing I look at, is the rest of the intake system.